control programming, your MK Ultra mind control programming, to reach the other side where you actually have some free thought, and thank God that marijuana helps us get that.
Yeah!
It helps you remember what's real and what has value.
Okay.
Okay, so here's my speech. Should I go over there, Cynthia? Or just... Okay, whatever. I just got these new trifocals too, and it's like, I can't even... I'm not very good at seeing yet. This is why pot must be legalized, not just decriminalized. Because the minute that happens, the machine that is ruining our country will be closed down. It is fueled by pot arrests.
Yeah.
6 in 10 prisoners in jail are there for pot in America, and they are there largely due to racial profiling, which helps government arrest young males in poor neighborhoods at the height of their strength, where they can be brutalized and used as prison labor and get paid 22 cents an hour. 90% of all the house paint sold in America was manufactured by prison labor in America. America's new manufacturing base, ladies and gentlemen. I do have faith that now that white middle-class teenagers are going to be going to prison for pot, and not just darker-skinned working-class kids, that America will wake up and see that giving its kids a choice between war and prison, if they are poor, is not really a choice at all. Especially when the cost of a college education is far less expensive to those who foot the bill for the prison military-industrial complex, which is you. Which is the taxpayers, most of whom smoke pot, or many of whom smoke pot. Locking up your own tax base is simply stupid. When the prison military-industrial complex is closed down, then we'll be able to grow hemp, which will save all of our assets. We will make shelter, fuel, food, and a whole bunch of other stuff for pennies. Without illegal pot, the war on drugs will end, which is good, since the war on drugs is really a war for drugs. Waged by rich people on prescription drugs against poor people on street drugs. The war on drugs is a class war. The war on drugs is a drug war's wet dream. People are being tortured and murdered every day in Mexico. Pot is big business. Billions are invested in keeping it illegal. Drug lords own judges, and they own prisons too. That's why we do need smaller government, small and efficient government, not for profit. Government for profit. Government's not supposed to be run like a business. THC has an effect on cancer, on childhood leukemia, and a whole bunch of other things. And I should know, as I played Connie Cancer in the movie Pot Cures Cancer, which I was lucky enough to be in with Malcolm McDowell, who played Kurt Cannabis. You can get it on YouTube. Many Americans who've been bankrupted by cancer treatment will be happy as hell if you let them have their good medications and grow them at home by themselves, like you said. for hemp to regrow and to reharvest, and that is way ahead of any other crop yield.
Right.
I know this lingo because I'm a nut farmer in Hawaii.
Yeah!
Their protein from nuts instead of animals, we wouldn't be having any global warming.
Yep.
Our birds, our bees, and our fish. We will have no crops without those things. If they would let me grow hemp, which they won't because it's not a free country, but if I could grow hemp, I'd start businesses right and left and employ thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of Americans. That sit atop this outdated and obsolete form of capitalism called free market capitalism, which is hilarious, ironic, so ironic, because what it actually does is profit from the moral stain of slavery, and that's what they call free market slavery, which has increased 2,000-fold in the world since Ronald Reagan took office, and helped to overturn every game that workers fought and died for over hundreds of years. It means less than nothing to billionaires that they cause the death of entire communities at whim, and then they turn around and fund the Right to Life movement, who don't give a damn for any baby or any fetus anywhere on Earth. And women's minds. Now, if you want a candidate such as myself who believes that social safety nets and health care should come before the profits of a few in those hallowed halls of Congress, where we the people have sent our chosen representatives to sit in our name at those tables where public money is apportioned, then here I am.
All right. Yeah.
Belong to the public, not to no big contractors, but to the future generations of America. This system of racial inequality upon which the prison military-industrial complex is based is the world's most profitable business. It actually gets a payout when somebody's arrested and when they are detained and when they are sentenced too. Who pays for this failed system of endless war, endless debt, and endless death? Pot smokers!
Yep.
As I said, 6 in 10 prisoners in America are there for pot, and when they find pot in your home, they are free to take your home and everything in it due to their lobbying efforts against the people and at the people's expense. Locking up your tax base is insane, and so is this entire government insane. And racism, hatred, and sexism are all insane. Resist insanity! The desire for and the right to pursue sustainable and efficient solutions to actual existing problems of humanity, and to vote in free elections not based on limitless corruption, gerrymandering, and the disenfranchisement of those who make less than $25,000 per year. The minimum wage worker. That is who this whole thing is aimed at. The drug war, the whole every damn war. That's what it is. Marijuana helps us to resist mind control, and it is the most effective weapon against that, and that's why it is the most feared of all drugs. Without mind control, the people would demand representational government that works for, not against their life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. The prison military industrial complex